Before you even start thinking of getting pregnant, your body has already been preparing for years. And whether that preparation has been good or bad, that lies entirely in your daily habits. You might feel ready for pregnancy, but your body may be carrying years of poor sleep, alcohol, inflammation, stress, and nutritional gaps, all of which shape your egg quality long before you're finally trying. On the other hand, you might not be planning for a baby anytime soon, but the lifestyle you're living now could already be creating a healthy, high-quality egg for your future. Unfortunately, most women wait until they are ready to conceive to finally start taking care of their health. And by then, the damage is often already there and it's too late. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to prep your body for pregnancy in 2026, even if you're not trying yet, because healthy fertility starts long before the decision to have a baby. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Natalie Caitlin, a sexual and reproductive health doctor passionate about breaking down taboo topics and teaching people, women especially, to understand their hormones, protect their fertility, and make empowered reproductive health decisions. So whether you want kids in 2026 or in 2030, or you're not even sure, the smartest thing you can do right now is to build a body that's primed for a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby, and a healthy you. So let's get into it. You want to fix the silent inflammation first. The biggest fertility killer for women today is chronic low-grade inflammation. It attacks the reproductive system quietly, slowly, and aggressively. When your ovaries are inflamed, your egg quality suffers. When your tubes are inflamed, that's salpingitis or hydrosalpinx, natural pregnancy becomes nearly impossible. When your uterus is inflamed, you might have endometritis. Not to be confused with endometriosis, implantation becomes difficult, miscarriages become more common. And when your gut is inflamed, everything becomes disrupted. Your hormones, your metabolism, your immunity, and your fertility. And here's the craziest part. Most women don't even know they have inflammation because they're waiting for symptoms. But inflammation doesn't always show symptoms. It just shows consequences. So how do you fix it? Reduce inflammatory foods, limit sugar, processed foods, excessive alcohol, switch to whole foods, lean proteins, complex carbs. Fix your gut. A healthy gut equals healthy hormones. If your gut is inflamed, your estrogen, insulin, cortisol, and progesterone will all be out of balance. You need to support your gut with high fiber meals, probiotics, more water, less alcohol, and anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, berries, nuts, and omega-3s. You also need to identify any hidden inflammation. To do this, there are a couple of tests that you can actually do to see if you might have hidden inflammation anywhere, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Next, if you want to get pregnant in 2026, you need to balance your hormones now. By the time you're thinking about pregnancy in 2026, your hormones have already been shaped by years of stress, late nights, crash diets, pills, and lifestyle choices. You can't manifest hormone balance. You build it with discipline. So what are the major players when it comes to hormone balance? Your thyroid. Even a slightly underactive or a slightly overactive thyroid can affect your ovulation, your energy, your mood, and increase your miscarriage risk. So that I'm always tired, but it's just life that you've been ignoring. Sometimes it's not just life. Your thyroid hormones could actually be deranged. Insulin. Insulin resistance doesn't just cause weight gain as most will commonly think. It actually damages your egg quality as well. So years of sugary drinks, snacking, and no movement show up as poor egg quality and difficulty conceiving later. And many times it eventually leads to PCOS and diabetes. Prolactin. High prolactin can actually switch off ovulation. So if your periods are irregular or missing and you've never checked your prolactin, that is your sign. Ovarian reserve, we look at things like AMH, AFC, but I don't want you guys to obsess over numbers. I do want you to know what you're working with. It's like checking your savings. If you're planning a big purchase like a car, it's reality first. How much money do you have? And then decisions. Progesterone is your implantation hormone. So you can be ovulating and you might actually have good quality eggs. But if progesterone is low or unstable, implantation becomes a struggle or even impossible. Also, a lot of women don't actually ovulate and they don't know it. And actually, ovulatory disorders are the most common cause of infertility in women worldwide. And if you have PCOS, PCOS is not something you quickly fix when you're finally ready to have a baby. PCOS takes a lot of time to manage by treating insulin resistance, improving inflammation, restoring ovulation, and protecting long-term fertility. So, if you want to get pregnant in 2026, now would be a good time to start working on balancing your hormones. I did ask you guys in the previous video if you wanted a separate video on balancing hormones, and I am working on that soon. So make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss it when I eventually post it. Next, clean up your lifestyle, and I cannot stress this enough. Let's talk about the lifestyle habits that quietly destroy your fertility. Lack of exercise. Many women exercise for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they don't see results, so they give up. Or they just don't ever feel the need to exercise at all. You need to get your act together. Exercise for women is not about weight, it's about metabolism, insulin, inflammation, and blood flow to your reproductive organs. Especially if you're undergoing fertility treatment, you have no business being a couch potato. You need to aim for 3 to 4 strength training sessions weekly, 8 to 10,000 steps daily, or at least 2 proper cardio days a week. Sleep. If you're sleeping for 4 to 5 hours per night, just totally forget about pregnancy. Your hormones, your egg quality and metabolism, all of that, just throw it out the window. You would be surprised to know that quality sleep is one of the simplest fertility boosters. Your body repairs eggs, regulates hormones, and resets inflammation all while you sleep. So you need to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Sleep before 11 p.m. Create a simple night routine. Dim your lights, so no screen time an hour before bed. Keep your room cool and dark, and limit caffeine after 2 p.m. Alcohol. Every weekend it's cocktails and tequila shots. Every evening it's wine and ciders, sometimes even whiskey. What do you think is going to happen? Alcohol ages your eggs, affects your hormone imbalance, and increases inflammation. Reducing alcohol gives your ovaries room to thrive. Even small reductions matter. If you're seriously serious about trying to conceive in 2026, consider cutting alcohol out completely from your life. Stress. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, destroys progesterone, affects ovulation, and affects implantation too. A regulated nervous system supports stable hormones, healthier cycles, and better egg quality. You need to find ways to reduce your stress levels, whether it's daily walks, working out, finding a new hobby, or even just blocking people that are toxic to you and protecting your peace. It doesn't have to be that deep. Nutrition. Skipping meals, snacking all day, sugar spikes, processed foods, low protein. These habits crash your metabolism and worsen your inflammation. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet stabilizes hormones, supports your egg quality and development, as well as optimizes your gut. So you need to prioritize protein at every meal. Build balanced plates that have protein, complex carbs, healthy fats, and vegetables. You also need to stay hydrated, obviously, to drink 2 to 3 liters a day. Add anti-inflammatory foods, like I already said, like your berries, your greens, your nuts, and your omega-3s, as well as have consistent meal times. Weight and metabolism. So we currently live in a society that preaches body positivity, but forgets to warn of the dangers of maintaining unhealthy weight. Unstable blood sugar, visceral fat, and insulin resistance, all these things quietly damage egg quality for years before you even try to conceive. Studies have actually shown that even a 5% reduction in weight can significantly improve egg quality as well as clinical pregnancy rates. Also, the higher the BMI, the more pregnancy complications you're actually at risk of facing. And by the way, both extremes of weight are not ideal and have significant impact on your fertility. Moving on, start preconception lab work early. Do not be that couple that waits until they're finally ready to get pregnant to finally start doing basic blood tests, ultrasound, and your basic workup. Every woman should do this before 2026. Whether or not you're trying to get pregnant right away, do a full blood picture, a thyroid panel, your HbA1c and fasting insulin so that you can see how your blood glucose control is, lipid profile, vitamin D, hormone panel that includes your FSH, LH, your estradiol, your prolactin, and your progesterone. Also do an ultrasound to check your uterus and your ovaries, and you can also do an STI screen. And if you're in a relationship and actively trying to get pregnant and have never had your tubes assessed, add that to your list as well. And men should have a semen analysis done at the very least, but you also need to do your STI screen as well as your hormones. One thing I see often is couples who have struggled to conceive for years, and the whole time it was just the woman going for checkups and the man always believed that he didn't have to because he thought he was okay. only to finally realize all along he was the cause of the struggle. Don't want to be in that situation. Both of you should get your checkups done, because pregnancy is not a woman's job. A sperm is required too, a good quality sperm for that matter. And if you've had irregular periods for years and never checked why, 2026 is not the year for guessing, it's the year for clarity. By the way, if you're in Tanzania and wondering where to get these tests done, I do have special packages and discount codes for you guys, so do check the description box below for more details. Another thing you need to do is to supplement intentionally or wisely and effectively. Supplements that actually help. I always say this, don't just jump onto supplements because they're trendy and everyone is taking them. You need to know what you're taking and why. If you're vitamin D deficient, then it makes sense to have a vitamin D supplement. If you have PCOS, then taking it also makes sense. I think you get the point. Not every supplement is necessary, but some common ones known to support fertility include omega-3, vitamin D, and inositol, especially for PCOS, coenzyme 10, especially for egg quality, as well as magnesium for hormones and sleep, and folic acid if you're trying to conceive within 3 to 6 months, simply because it prevents neural tube defects like cleft palate. Remember, supplements support your lifestyle, but they don't replace it. You still need to eat right, sleep right, exercise, and all the other things that I've already mentioned. And a little bonus section for you guys. Prepare your mind for motherhood. Motherhood starts long before the pregnancy test. You need to ask yourself, am I emotionally ready? Am I financially prepared? Do I have the support that I need? Do I understand my body enough to advocate for myself? Do I know my health baseline? The best pregnancies come from prepared women, not surprised ones. So whether you want a baby soon or much later, the work starts now. A healthy body doesn't happen accidentally. It happens because you chose to build it. I really hope this video helped you gain some clarity on what you need to do to improve your chances of getting pregnant in 2026. Give it a like if it did, share it with a friend, leave a comment and let me know what topic you'd like me to cover next. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.